Well, new information tonight after video of Akron police officers making an aggressive arrest was widely shared.
That video has been shared hundreds of thousands of times on Facebook. Channel 3's Will Ewing joins us now live from Akron. And Will, what are police saying about this?
Yeah, Russ, Akron Police say they've been looking into this, and that includes interviewing witnesses as well as the officers there, and also looking at body camera footage. They say the snippet that turned up online isn't an accurate representation of the full story.
What they see is a snippet of the interaction between the officers and the subject. They don't see the full course of events.
That snippet that the deputy chief is talking about is this video, starting with two Akron officers trying to restrain a suspect. You hear one officer yell, "Stop grabbing me," and then you hear the taser. According to Akron Police, what you didn't see was them getting a call to the area on complaints from a known drug location. Then when they saw the suspect leave, they stopped to question him. He lied about his identity and was under the influence of some sort of drug, then resisted arrest.
When the officers got one handcuff on him, he then began to fight with them. The subject was 6'4", 220 pounds. He outweighed both the officers on scene, and they struggled with him for several minutes on the ground. This was a very dangerous situation. The officers' weapons are on their hips. They're exposed to somebody that's on the ground. He hasn't followed any of our verbal commands. They tried tasing him with no success.
That suspect is Patrick King, a 47-year-old man that had a warrant out in Cleveland. The two officers struggled with him until backup arrived. The major outcry from those looking on and those online seems to be centered on this: punches being thrown to the suspect on the ground. But the deputy chief says they don't like to use force and rarely do, but when it calls for it, they're trained to do their job.
We're also trained on how to use strikes, because sometimes you do have to punch somebody. One handcuff on somebody, in a sense, is a weapon. It's almost like a blunt object with a knife on the end. This wasn't blows to the face, blows to the throat. This was blows to areas that it's not going to cause any real damage. The goal of any of these interactions is to end it as safely, as quickly as possible.
Akron Police are going to continue looking into this matter, and we'll, of course, stay on top of it here on Channel 3 and WKYC.com. Meanwhile, King was taken to the hospital and then released for that suspected drug that they thought was in his system. He's currently being held in Summit County Jail. He's expected in court tomorrow. Live in Akron tonight, Will Ewing, Channel 3 News.